Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and in this video we've got a reaction to the new Mafia game. Mafia: The Old Country. We got two trailers to watch, actually, because they're both like a minute and a half long. The first trailer we're going to see is the Initiation trailer, that's what it's called. And I think the second one is actual gameplay, which I'm really excited to see. I've been a big fan of this franchise since I played number 2 way back in the day. I don't even remember. I think I played it on PC first. And I never got a chance to play the original, but now they've remade that, and I believe it's in my library, so I have all of the games, and Mafia 2 is my favorite. I played Mafia 2 and 3. 3 was okay. I didn't mind it. A lot of people didn't like it. I didn't mind it. But Mafia 2 just hits, man. I love that game, and I can't wait to play the first game because it looks really good. The remake looks really good anyway, and we get to see, of course, the progression of the story from the beginning, which is great with Vito. So very excited about getting around to that. But it's awesome to see that they're actually going to continue the game series. And if I'm going to judge this based on just the title alone, I'm assuming they're going even further back. Like it's a prequel to Mafia 1. I'm kind of hoping. The Old Country kind of, you know, says that out loud, but we're going to have to see with this trailer, so let's get into it.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family.
And it looks really good. Hangar 13, man.
We follow a code.
They're the ones who did Mafia 3.
It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself,
Blood
your
oath,
life to this family?
The visuals are insane.
I do.
This is all in-engine. It said at the beginning, it's in-engine cinematics, but in-engine means it's using the engine to render these out. I am seeing
To
some
become a man of honor.
dithering, some visual
Repeat these
artifacting. So they're probably using TAA, which I don't like, or some sort of upscaling.
It's a family. My flesh has to burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Enzo. Now, it's been a while since I've actually... Summer 2025. It's coming out soon. I love it. I'm not entirely sure if Enzo was even mentioned in the prior games. Again, I'm going to have to play Mafia 1 to find out. I don't recall him being mentioned in Mafia 2, but I feel like this is a prequel to Mafia 1.
We're going right back
Contains gameplay footage captured in-engine and cinematics rendered for trailer.
to that part of the story that we haven't told yet. How
It's
did
5 minutes. Never mind. This is
Mafia
a
begin?
not 1.5 minutes. It's 5 minutes.
Are bound by blood.
So I was right. It is actually kind of like a prequel.
One of the strongest changes in direction we could take for the franchise creatively.
Now, breaking omerta. I wonder if omerta means bad in Italian, because that's pretty clever.
Was to not set the game in a city, rather to take it to somewhere else to show where these criminal customs and traditions began.
I'd very much consider Sicily and Sicilian culture almost as a character within the story.
When I say to someone 1900 Sicily, where does their mind go? What have they seen before? What do they expect? What's the fantasy? We try and put ourselves in that place and try and imagine how we would start to build the game around that experience.
It also gives us an opportunity to present players with something that they haven't seen before.
quite lucky because Sicily at this time was photographed by a handful of people, and those photographs still exist. There's one really iconic image for me with a child, and you can see, you know, the incredible poverty. There's such humanity in those faces. There's such a huge amount of storytelling in that location because they're also in front of one of these beautiful carved stone buildings.
Now, they said this was 1900 Sicily, but I'm curious as to which what part of 1900s, because obviously it's 100 years of, 1900s. So I'm wondering if it's like early. It seems like it's early, early 1910s, 1920s sort of thing. Because we do have guns. Guns have been a thing for hundreds of years, but I'm curious as to how early in the 1900s are we talking here?
That's the starting point for me.
Sicily's been in the franchise before. Sicily's featured in Mafia 2. That's something that was very interesting to us when we went back and looked at the possibility of making a new game in this environment.
The beginning to Mafia 2 is really good.
It's a much more diverse country than I think a lot of people imagine. Greek and Roman ruins and some of the Byzantine architecture as well.
Well, it's in Italy, right? Or Sicily? Yeah, Sicily's in Italy, right? I'm gonna look like a buffoon here. No, it's a complete. Well, okay. No, it's an island, yeah, but it's south of the Italian peninsula, so it's kind of. I mean, they speak the same language, but it's literally the tail of Italy, essentially. But they're Italian. I guarantee you, there are going to be Italians and Sicilians just be like, "How dare you!" It's like saying Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are the same. Like, they're not, obviously, but they speak the same language, essentially.
As the Norman architecture, right?
One is the other, other's the one, whatever.
Sicily is rich on many architecture styles. There are certain...
Yeah, but Sicily is a country
It's
at the tail end of
very exciting
Italy.
to explore this setting and time period. It
So that was
brings
my
some
bad.
challenges also for us, but it's quite fun.
My geography's not as good as it used to be.
The team's able to deliver really, really spectacular environments, beautiful looking scenes, which really
I wonder what engine
captures
they're
the
running it
essence
on,
of
though.
Sicily.
I went with a team of artists to...
Well, you got cars. Okay, so we've got cars in the game, which means we're definitely somewhere around the 1920s, maybe 1930s, given the fact that cars, while cars have existed even before then, I'm thinking back to like Red Dead Redemption 1 takes place in 1911, and they have cars then, but they weren't mass manufactured. So, but they had cars in Europe way before America had them. So maybe somewhere around, early 1910s or something like that, I would say.
Worked with Storm Mines, our dev partners in Sicily, and they took us on the most incredible journey, taking in
There's an amphitheater.
so many different locations. Every day was super jam-packed between museums and other locations, meeting people that you wouldn't have expected to meet, and there's no way that we could have met on our own.
We work closely with Hangar 13 to recreate early 900s Sicilian
CEO and co-founder Stormind Games. So it's Hangar 13, but who the heck is Stormind Games? I didn't see their... Yeah, whatever. I didn't see their name listed here. Okay, so they worked on A Quiet Place. They worked on Batora Lost Haven, which is a game I'm interested in playing. I actually think I have it. I should have it. They did Remothered, both Remothered games. So they've only got like 4 games under the belt, plus it looks like this. Not bad. Okay, not bad. They're actually not a terrible developer.
cities, ensuring that every cultural and narrative reference is as accurate as possible.
We wanted to highlight an aspect of Sicily that many had never seen before.
I felt we were captured in a
So
time
wait a
capsule.
second, hold on. It's 505 being the publisher. You got Hangar 13 who worked on Mafia 3 and Stormind Games, which I didn't see their logo.
Because
Maybe
from
I'm just
every corner
blind.
of the street we've seen the history.
Sicily isn't just a backdrop for us. It's a place that welcomes you, that you come to understand and appreciate. We can't wait for players to experience it firsthand.
This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor.
Our priority has always been to ensure that everything in the game feels authentic.
The details are absolutely key in keeping the immersion of the player.
We need to make sure that the game is grounded in the real history of the Sicilian Mafia.
Good.
Experts in their field are able to kind of help us contextualize.
It
things
should
that we
be
read
grounded
and
in
the stuff that
real
we see on the
reality
screen
because
with
that's
real lived
the story you're trying
experiences.
to tell.
When it comes to something like the knives in the game, there's very little reference that's available.
Seeing a lot of film grain.
Really, we had to dig very deep. So we went into some tiny little backwater sort of machine shop where this guy and his son were still crafting knives by hand, imbuing them with their particular regional styles and also their thumbprints, if you
Beautiful.
like, of their particular approach to building knives. You just wouldn't really have experienced that any other way.
Previous Mafia games were more or less city heavy. Now we are moving to more organic wildlife.
How
setting of
big is this
Sicily.
world going to be? And it looks like it's going to be open world, kind of like Mafia 3. Oh, perfect. Actually, stopping point. You could see the kind of breakage in the image and the flowers there because, you know, the picture's moving. You wouldn't see it in normal gameplay, but I can't unsee this crap anymore, which is really annoying. But please, developers, stop using temporal anti-aliasing. I beg you. It's dumb. It's garbage. I've never liked it. It's only been done maybe once or twice really well. Skyrim is the only example I can think of. There was one other time that TAA was done well. Oh, I just recently played it on PC a little bit because it was free on Epic Games. Dead Island 2 actually does TAA not terribly. I actually don't mind it. But in every other instance, it has been done horribly, and I cannot stand it. Please stop using it. Use something else. MSAA is a really good one. SMAA is a decent one. It's not perfect, but at least it's better than this crap. Yeah, just stop using it.
A very realistic, high fidelity, authentic setting. It really feels like we're transporting you back to 1900 Sicily. That's what Mafia
So
players
maybe it is
really
literally
expect from
1900.
one of our games.
Players will form a relationship with Sicily over the course of this game. The landscape is always a character in any Mafia.
Beautiful looking game.
I think that's especially true.
But what
of
engine are they using?
this
It must be
location
Unreal then.
And of this time period and setting.
It'd be nice if it was
promise is
an
to play
in-house engine, but I
a
doubt
classic
it.
mob movie. That's the game that you're going to play, allowing players to
Notice how he said they want you to play a classic mob movie. We're supposed to be playing a video game, not a movie. I like my narrative games, Last of Us, God of War. I like those games. They're some of my favorite games. I love a good story, especially out of a video game. Order 1886. That's another great one. But, you know, to say that you want people to play a movie, that's not a great way to sell your game. It's not a great way to put it. It's a game. It needs to be a game first and a movie second, or a book second, whatever, however you want to, you know, put it. This is supposed to be a video game. And like I said, I really like a good narrative. I don't mind these narrative-driven games, but the gameplay has to be good. You can't just have a good narrative and then crappy gameplay. People aren't going to like it. And it's not going to do well. Mafia is a big franchise. It's a very well-known franchise. We can't screw this up. It used to be, of course, known as, it was basically a GTA clone back in the day. It still technically is. This looks like they're going in a very different direction from GTA, which is fine. I'm glad for that. But you can't just outright say, oh, we want you to play a movie. Nobody wants to play a movie. If people want to play a movie, they'll watch one instead. Like, they're not going to play one. They want to see a movie, they're going to watch it, they're not going to play it. So, you know, don't say stupid stuff like that.
do really imagine themselves back in that time and playing through the game as a Sicilian gangster. I hope players find it as exciting as we do.
I can't wait to show what we've built genuinely to the world.
Welcome, Enzo.
So it's coming out in August 8th. There you go. We got a release date for this. And it's, of course, pre-order, get the Soldato pack. Yada, 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 yada. But, of course, they want you to pre-order. So, Anyway, that looks really good. Obviously, it says gameplay footage. It's kind of hard to tell which parts were gameplay, sort of. I mean, we can see the cinematics. Obviously, we just watched the original trailer that released 5 months ago, and now this is like gameplay and cinematics. Kind of difficult to tell which one's which. Good to see Hangar 13 actually taking another swing at it. Mafia 3 wasn't the most well received. Like, that's gameplay. I know that's gameplay, but it's like, it's not really gameplay. You're just riding a horse. You know, people are kind of like, where's the gunplay? Where's the, you know, the melee combat? We saw melee combat, but it was like very cinematic looking. That dude had the same camera I'm on right now, the C920. But it's a good-looking game. I can see some, you know, visual breakage in the distance there. The fencing was a little bit jittery, so I think it's on Unreal Engine. At least it looks like it's on Unreal Engine. It probably said it at the end with the credits, and I don't recall. I didn't look, but if it is in-house, great. If it's not, please stop using TAA. It's an awful anti-aliasing method. It's not very good, and I really wish they'd be done with it. But anyway, it's really cool that they actually took the time to go to Sicily and really get down to what the architecture is like and try to recreate that in 1900 Sicily. They really did their homework. I really appreciate developers who go the extra mile to do something like that, to actually be as authentic as they can possibly be by doing their damn homework, you know, doing the work, putting in the legwork, going there. I mean, I would love to go to Europe, Sicily, Italy, any of it. I would love to go there. And to be a developer who's making a game based in a certain country and be able to take a trip to that country to see everything that it has to offer in terms of its architecture, its beauty, its landscape, its everything is awesome. And I'm happy to see that they're actually taking this very seriously, because Mafia is a franchise that's near and dear to my heart, and I really hope they knock this one out of the park. I don't know who Stormine Games is. I didn't see their logo, but I guess they're working in tandem with Hangar 13 to get this game done right. And hopefully it's small teams, so that way it's really focused, you know, really getting down to what's important, which is gameplay and telling a good story. It does seem like they've gone more cinematic heavy in this one, which is fine, but I really hope gameplay didn't take a backseat. So, but that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again in the next one. We'll take a look at another video, another trailer, and be excited all over again. Let me know what you thought about this one in the comments down below. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Mafia: The Old Country, and I'll see you guys later.